you again. And I am calibrating or gearing up for the very next class that we're having. And I'm really super excited to be able to be invited and come and teach and help people out there in the world expand and grow into areas that they want to grow and receive more light and lightness and well-being, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. As sometimes we talk about infinitely multidimensional.
Mm-hmm.
We love to work and play in that arena and get people their best lives and help them live their best lives in the best and most optimal flow for their whole body.
And you've certainly helped me do that extraordinarily, so thank you.
Would you like to say more about that?
Well, just the outcomes that I've had in my life just far surpass how they used to come out.
Yeah.
And they just keep getting better, and there's more joy, more peace, more alignment,
Yes.
and just better and better.
Mm-hmm.
More expansion.
Nice.
Thank you.
Anything more specific you want to say that you test for?
Yeah, the ability to do a lot of this work on my own.
Yes.
Having the map,
Mm-hmm.
so that I have a greater confidence,
Mm-hmm.
and still I like, coming back to get tune-ups and
Yes.
upgrades and expansions,
Yes.
but just the confidence going into the world, and friends and people I'm with responding to me, and in ways that feel different than in the past, more love, more connection. So, yeah.
I love your confidence, and confidence is definitely one of the things we like to boost up, and that self-esteem and that inner wellness, and again, more joy, abundance. Those are words that come through quite often, feeling more light. And so I definitely enjoy endeavoring to help put that more into the world and help people embody that more every day in every way and get more expanded. So increasing confidence, I love that. One of the other things that Anne mentioned is that she is able to do more things on her own with taking the class and learning the tools. It's one of the things that really inspires me to continue to teach, is that people get self-empowered in ways that I am not always available 24/7, even though I like to be available 24/7 for people. But I mean, in terms of everyone in the world, and I think spiritually I can do that, but mentally, emotionally, I love people to have their own tools so they can work it and become more independent and more empowered and more spiritually aware of their inner resources.
Yes.
Right.
And also, I just have to say how much I'm able to receive so much more. And I thought I was receiving well before.
Right.
I mean, a compliment, no big deal, receiving more, but there's just more dimension to that you've been teaching me, and even just being in the right place, right time in nature, I've just been feeling more filled up. So more pleasure, more receiving.
Yay.
To the point where I didn't even recognize I wasn't receiving this before.
Right. So I'm glad Anne is enjoying more pleasure in her body, in her being, in her well-being.
Yes.
And we
Very
can
much.
amplify that. Thank you. So self-independence is really a large reason why I continue to teach these tools, to help yourself and you help others, and you be the best person you can be in the world. And it enhances relationships as well, because if you're your best self and you're able to tune into kind of your greater good, and whether you're supposed to be in service to the planet, yourself, or your partner, or people that you know as friendships, that's always really helpful as well. Again, for the general audience out there, is that, again, when we test for our deepest and highest good and make sure we're connected and everything's flowing and everything's right, I really would love to, when you come to class, have you enjoy yourselves, have a lot of exuberance, fun, transformation, get over your piles of compost that might be sitting around for a long time, and utilize them correctly and in ways that are in service to you and are helpful. And I really, again, want to expand the joy on the planet, the pleasure on the planet, have everybody tune into those better frequencies that really do feed you and help you feel better. and more well all of the time.
Mm.
Yeah, and so again, it's a way for you to learn how to really be in touch with yourself and your own highest light and the best, most pleasurable frequencies that can run through you, and again, to create joy in yourself on the planet. The other big component about what we're teaching is, yes, to come heal yourself, come heal your relationships, come heal potentially your family, is to also dedicate some of that healing to the world, right?
Right,
So,
the big difference in contribution that I feel,
right.
just in living my life.
Yeah, yeah. So it's, sometimes we use tools to just clear ourselves, but then we can sometimes go, okay, well, can we also use a piece of that to heal the larger, whether that be the planet or the universe or our future selves, or, sometimes I work with people who have grandchildren, even saying, okay, for your grandchildren and your grandchildren's children, to dedicate some of that healing beyond ourselves even. So it's a big piece. Even if you just come for yourself and your own healing, I think that's a beautiful thing, and it's wonderful. And I just want you all to know, in Resonance Therapy Healing Vortex, that we sometimes really amplify things so that we're healing a larger whole. So not just ourselves, but our communities as well. Do you have anything you want to add on that, or anything you feel would be helpful?
I believe I've learned what legacy means.
Yes.
Just by being present,
Mhm.
right place,
Mhm.
right time, right
Mhm.
focus, that's creating a
Right.
legacy.
Right.
Whether it be impact on other
Mhm.
people or financial contributions, where to put them,
Yeah.
just so much bigger than I had imagined.
Right, right. So resonance therapy can help you learn how to leave a light legacy as well.
Light legacy, yeah.
That really feels good to you as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and all within healthy boundaries.
I know, right, right. Not coming from an overgiving
Right.
place and a place of depletion, which we're trying to help people avoid.
Yeah.
So, welcome to Oregon. Come on over if you want to join us for an Oregon adventure. And I'm sure they'll have plenty of good green trees for us to download. And I would really have a lot of joy for anybody who feels inspired, who would like to come, enjoy themselves, enjoy community, enjoy getting to know other light-filled human beings. And for some of those of you who want to slip in some extraordinary work, I'm sure there'll always be extraordinary work, working multidimensionally. It is truly my body's pleasure to be able to offer this service and come to Oregon and come wherever you all want me to come, so we can all expand and grow and find even more happiness and more depth of happiness and more depth of pleasure, more depth of communication, more real conversations that feel good on the soul level and the spirit level, more fulfilling. So all of those things are to be offered.
Yes, much more fulfillment.
Much more fulfillment. Thank you for that great synopsis. Okay. Thank you, Anne. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.